Because many aluminum vehicle makers require their vehicles to be mounted on a repair bench, there are important considerations when working with an aluminum-intensive structure. Let's start with anchoring. If the system uses pinch weld clamps like these, some vehicle makers recommend that the clamps are only used on aluminum vehicles. If only one set of clamps are available, be sure to clean them between uses on different materials. When anchoring a vehicle that has rivets in the pinch weld, clamping can damage the backside of the rivet that sticks out from the flange surface. If the rivet is damaged, replacement may be necessary. To avoid damaging the rivets and to have a better grip on the flange, some equipment makers offer clamps with recesses milled into the jaws that are offset and can be positioned on the pinch weld flange and not contact the rivets. If the pinch weld flange or finish becomes damaged from the clamps, repair and refinishing may be required. Another way to protect the pinch weld flange is to place strips of aluminum between the clamp jaws and the flange. By doing this, the flange will not be marred from the serrated jaws, but because the aluminum strips are smooth, the holding power of the clamps is limited, so if pulls are going to be made, this may not be the best option. This Corvette Z06 aluminum space frame requires special adapters for mounting to a repair bench. There is a T-hook slot here under the torque box area that is used for anchoring the vehicle. Here we have a rail assembly, similar to the one on this vehicle, that we can tip upside down and take a better look at how it's constructed. The aluminum in this area is very heavy gauge, but we can also see that there is a heavy gauge steel backing plate held in position by two rivets. This adapter is specially made for the Corvette. It has a milled area that fits into the aluminum opening in the rail, and a T-hook that fits into the slot in the steel stamping. This adapter is designed to be held in place using a pinch weld clamping assembly, which attaches to these flanges. On this type of bench, the fixture should contact the vehicle's undamaged structure at the correct length, width, and height. The fixtures also hold replacement parts in the correct location for installation. When using some fixtures, the vehicle may not bolt to the fixtures, but rather use a locator pin. Because replacement of damaged parts is common on aluminum-intensive structures, parts holding systems like this are often used and may be required by the vehicle maker. This parts holding system is built using universal fixtures that are correctly located using the electronic measuring system. Aluminum, when compared to steel, has a higher thermal expansion rate when parts are MIG welded or heated. Even if a part is held in place with a fixture, it is important to manage the welding heat put into the part to reduce the amount of stress in the joint. This minimizes the amount of movement in the aluminum. It's a good idea to recheck the part position after making the initial welds to ensure nothing moved out of place from heat expansion.